Welcome to another edition of Adult Book Talk, featuring a sampling of upcoming historical fiction publishing over the next several months. The Paris Library, Jacqueline Skeslien Charles. Based on the true World War II story of the heroic librarians at the American Library in Paris, this is an unforgettable story of romance, friendship, family, and the power of literature to bring us together, perfect for fans of the Lilac Girls and the Paris Wife. The Consequences of Fear, Jacqueline Winspear, from Library Journal. In 1941 London, Freddie Hackett, a young message runner for the government, hides in a bombed-out house as he witnesses a murder and is then shocked to encounter the killer when he does his next delivery. The police do not believe him, so he seeks out a woman to whom he once delivered a message, Maisie Dobbs. The Wedding Station, David Downing. David Downing has written a series of literary espionage novels set in Berlin in the era just prior to and during World War II, following Anglo-American journalist John Russell. This entry is a prequel to the 6 previously published books, which presents a wonderful entry point for the reader. The Mystery of Mrs. Christie, Marie Benedict, from the publisher. In December 1926, Agatha Christie goes missing. Investigators find her empty car on the edge of a deep, gloomy lake, the only clues some tire tracks nearby, and a fur coat left in the car. Strange for a frigid night. Her husband and daughter have no knowledge of her whereabouts, and England unleashes an unprecedented manhunt to find the up-and-coming mystery author. 11 days later, she reappears just as mysteriously as she disappeared, claiming amnesia and providing no explanations for her time away. The Four Winds, Kristin Hanna. With this emotionally charged epic of Dust Bowl-era Texas and its dramatic aftermath, the prolific Hanna has added another outstanding novel to her popular repertoire. In 1921, Elsa Wolcott is a tall, bookish woman of 25 whose soul is stifled by her superficial parents. By 1934, after marrying Rafe Martinelli, a young Italian Catholic who was the first man to show her affection, Elsa is a mother of 2 who has found a home on her beloved in-laws' farm. Severe drought and terrible dust storms affect everyone in this proud family, and they are all forced to make tough choices. Hanna brings the impact of the environmental devastation on the Great Plains down to a personal level, with ample period-appropriate details and reactions, showing how people's love for their land made them reluctant to leave. The storytelling is propulsive, and the contemporary relevance of the novel's themes, among them how outsiders are unfairly blamed for economic inequalities, provides additional depth in this rich, rewarding read about family ties, perseverance, and women's friendships and fortitude. To conclude, one debut recommendation. At this point, I feel that the latter part of the 20th century can also be considered historical. This novel paints a backdrop of a recent bygone era and once again focuses on the importance of the land on which we live. The Lowering Days, Gregory Brown, tracks what happens when an about-to-reopen paper mill collapses in flames. For many working people in Maine's Penobscot Valley, the mill would have been an essential source of jobs. But for the Penobscot people, it's a source of pollution, wrecking ancestral lands. A bit about the author. Gregory Brown is the recipient of fellowships from the Iowa Writers Workshop, the Breadloaf Writers Conference, and MacDowell. His short stories have appeared in several publications, including Tin House, Alaska Quarterly Review, Shenandoah, Epic, and Narrative Magazine, where he was a winner of the 30 Below Prize. Wondering what to read next? Our librarians can choose materials for you based on your interests through our Bookmatch personal librarian service. Simply answer a few questions on an online survey or call Adult Services and a librarian will be in touch. To find the online form, go to our homepage, shpl.info, hover over Books, Movies, and More, and click on Bookmatch, or call us at 631-549-4411. Happy reading!